public experience, public service, and an understanding of the struggles facing ordinary Ohioans and how the law and courts impact their lives every day. Regular, hardworking Ohioans deserve a voice at the helm of the Ohio Supreme Court, and I will be that voice. Public service has been central to my life. After benefiting from Ohio's great public schools, I was eager to give back to my community and see to it that all young people had the same opportunities I had. I was elected to the Mayfield School Board at the age of 24, where I served for nearly 15 years, including many years as president of that board. In 1986, I was honored by selection to the All-Ohio School Board, recognizing excellence as a school board member and service to my community. Throughout my career of more than 30 years practicing law and serving the public, I've developed a keen understanding of how the law and the courts impact the everyday lives of Ohioans. In the early 80s, I was one of the first lawyers in Ohio to develop a law practice serving the needs of the elderly and their families. As an assistant attorney general, I worked to protect Ohio's consumers from fraud. I also helped lead the Attorney General's efforts to hold the tobacco companies accountable for their misconduct and managed the largest litigation in Ohio history. As a common pleas court judge elected to serve Franklin County, I handled more than 5,000 cases on my docket, both criminal and civil, including numerous jury trials. And I learned a better understanding of the idea that justice delayed is justice denied. I have worked hard to provide fair, impartial, and speedy resolution to legal disputes. Now, serving as a probate court judge, I have seen firsthand the challenges facing Ohio's children and Ohio's families. I have sought to enable children to become part of stable and loving families, and I have worked to protect the most vulnerable residents of our community. It's important to understand that the position of Chief Justice is not only that of a justice, but also that of a chief. I have extensive leadership and management experience that will serve the courts of Ohio well. I've owned and successfully operated 2 businesses, and for my leadership, my local Chamber of Commerce selected me as Business Person of the Year. I served more than a decade as a leader of the Cuyahoga County Bar Association, including years of service as treasurer of that organization. While working for the Ohio Attorney General, I served as assistant and acting chief of the Consumer Protection Section, leading a staff of 70, and now, as a probate judge, I lead a staff of 50, including 7 magistrates. Importantly, I've also demonstrated my independence and impartiality as a public servant, working for my good friends, Lieutenant Governor Lee Fisher and Betty Montgomery. During their respective terms as Attorney General, I learned that good public service was neither Democratic nor Republican. Good public service demands independence, integrity, and a strong willingness to serve all Ohioans. Throughout my judicial career, I have sought to examine all facts of the case and reach a decision that reflects the evidence and the law, rather than some partisan ideology. As the next Chief Justice of the Ohio Supreme Court, I will seek every day to ensure that Ohio courts will deliver justice that is fair, justice that is impartial, and justice that respects the law and the Constitution of the state of Ohio.